Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories we've been working on for today's show. How students achieve their high school credits has changed over the past several years, with the concept of online courses coming on board. Swift Current's cultural makeup has evolved over the past several years as more individuals have immigrated to the southwest corner of the province and now call it home. Many have found employment in the hospitality and manufacturing sectors, while other newcomers have made strides in opening up their own business. Following the success of last summer's production of Zombageddon, Dead Prairies Productions has attracted a group of aspiring actors once again for their latest feature. Thanks for joining us here today. The Chinook School Division is enjoying a successful run with its cyber school programming. We have more in today's top story. How students achieve their high school credits has changed over the past several years, with the concept of online courses coming on board. The Chinook School Division has increased its student enrollment and course offerings over the past 4 years with its cyber school, which now includes its own principal.
One of the things that's been a really pleasant surprise here is how creative our staff have gotten. Who would have ever thought that we could offer cosmetology in an online atmosphere? And while I'm not making any promises just yet, we are exploring how we could offer welding in a virtual type of environment. And that is a course that quite regularly comes in from students as something that is desirable. Unfortunately, in a lot of our locations, there aren't enough students for us to be able to put all the resources in place to offer it. If we could do this via the cyber school, I think it would be a real impactful event for students in Chinook.
And as Chinook continues to adjust its course offerings to future students, Chufu states other school divisions have since developed their own model to benefit students across the province.
Now, others have become a little bit more entrepreneurial about it, and they've invested in it in terms of providing service beyond their division limits and selling that service. We had that conversation initially, but we decided we would just essentially focus on providing service for Chinook. So while we were one of the first ones to get out on it, I would say in terms of breadth, we're probably being surpassed by some other school divisions right now, but we're certainly well ahead of most school divisions.
According to the latest enrollment numbers, 712 students are registered in Chinook Cyber School across the Southwest.
I declare the Minskas Casino open on behalf of all of us.
Trust the team at Pinnacle Financial to help you reach your financial goals. Whether you require personal or corporate income tax planning, bookkeeping, management consulting, or full-service mortgage brokering, our expert team has you covered. Contact us today to begin your climb to the top.
The Newcomer Welcome Centre in Swift Current continues to play a key role across the Southwest, as it offers a range of services to new immigrants to the region. Swift Current's cultural makeup has evolved over the past several years as more individuals have immigrated to the southwest corner of the province and now call it home. Many have found employment in the hospitality and manufacturing sectors, while other newcomers have made strides in opening up their own business. At the center of the integration into the Southwest community is the Newcomer Welcome Centre, which offers a range of services, from accessing accommodations and furniture to finding employment. Ikashana Tagala is the executive director of the center and indicates their clientele has expanded over the years since the center opened in 2008.
The new arrivals for last year, we had over 200 here in Swift Current alone, and it increased in number because in 2011 we had less than 200, but last year these are just the new arrivals. The existing clients here in Southwest, we're not just helping newcomers in Swift Current, but in the Southwest area. So we have more than 3,000 people in our database, and in a year we have more than 5,000 people repeatedly coming here.
Services which Tagala says she too appreciated when she first moved to Swift Current in 2009 from the Philippines.
So having a center like this for for a newcomer is very helpful because you can freely ask things. Sometimes they come here, especially if you speak the same language, right? We have a staff who speaks Spanish. I speak Tagalog. Another staff who speaks 3 other languages. If you have clients who speak the same language as you do, and just simply ask, where can I find something?
And as the center prepares to mark its 5th anniversary this fall, it hopes to broaden its scope of services.
We're hoping to negotiate some funding in order to have a neutral person working with settlement in schools, both in the public and Catholic divisions here in Southwest. So that's an exciting initiative on the horizon, and we're hoping that that'll be secured and in place for the fall of 2013.
The Newcomer Welcome Centre in Swift Current is one of 11 similar centres across the province and employs 3 full-time staff while offering assistance to newcomers across Southwest Saskatchewan.
Can you right, everybody? And the Olympic flag,
The following is a paid political commentary by David Anderson, MP for Cypress Hills Grasslands, and does not in any way reflect the opinion of Southwest TV News.
Hi, I'm David Anderson, your Member of Parliament. Welcome to the April Anderson Report. Spring is finally here. On Parliament Hill, that means a new budget. Economic Action Plan 2013 builds on our government's commitment to create jobs and strengthen the economy, while keeping taxes low for families, seniors, and businesses in Cypress Hills Grasslands. Here are some of the highlights. The Canada Job Grant is a new program. We want to improve job skills training so that employers are able to train employees to fit in-demand jobs. The program will have funding provided by employers in both the federal and provincial governments. Once fully implemented, this grant will help nearly 130,000 Canadians access training at eligible institutions each year. We continue to create opportunities for apprentices. We're supporting the use of apprentices in federal construction and maintenance contracts in Saskatchewan, making it easier for apprentices to get needed experience for journeyman status. Of note to Southwest Saskatchewan is the increase in the lifetime capital gains exemption to $800,000 in 2014 for eligible small business owners and farmers. And we've listened to the public and responded by improving funeral services for our veterans. We're raising the payment in the funeral and burial program to help with the cost of funerals. The Finance Minister said that we're on target to balance the budget by 2015. Many of us would like to see that done a year earlier. I'm going to keep working on that issue. That's a comment from David Anderson, Member of Parliament, Cypress Hills Grasslands.
A group of Swift Current and area actors are coming together once again for an on-screen production. We have more in this report. Following the success of last summer's production of Zombageddon, Dead Prairies Productions has attracted a group of aspiring actors once again for their latest feature. Southwest TV News caught up with the cast and crew during initial filming in downtown Swift Current for an overview of the vampire-inspired film.
We had Devin Oman, who was one of the co-writers of Zombageddon. He had a script that he had started. Wendy had a bit of a script idea in mind, Wendy Lockman, and Reuben Parker had a bit of a script idea already in mind. And so we all got together for this meeting trying to decide what movie Dead Prairies Productions was going to do next. And they all brought their ideas to the table, and we said, why don't we make them all short films and combine them into one film? I mean, we're doing a vampire movie, and this is the scene that takes place in the vampire club. Basically, it's a vampire den where victims are brought to be fed upon, that sort of thing.
Over 80 actors, makeup artists, and other crew members from Swift Current and area are involved in this locally produced feature. Ken Johnson is a familiar face from his work over the years with Swift Current Little Theatre and has come on board for his role as a mad scientist vampire, and says his first day on the film has already been a learning experience.
You know, it's intense for one day, whereas amateur theater, we rehearse for about 3 months or whatever before we put anything on, and of course, so this is quite a bit different. There's a lot of activity going on here today, and we haven't had a chance to rehearse our lines or anything like that, so you kind of come prepared, and, well, it's new, it's fun, it looks like it's enjoyable. I'm having a great time so far. It's a lot like being in the Army. You sit around and wait for a while, but other than that, yeah, it's exciting.
The premiere of the Shadowing Trilogy will occur later this fall during a special SPCA fundraiser at the Sky Center. Further updates on the project will be available in the coming weeks from Dead Prairies Productions. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.